Good morning. This is Victoria Pendragon. Welcome to my alternate reality. Or in this case, my husband's alternate reality. It's almost 2 months now, 2 months ago, my husband fell off the roof. My husband will tell you that he fell off a ladder. I don't know why. He fell off the roof. He was stepping onto a ladder, but he was on the roof. Needless to say, I suppose, that was very disturbing to me. When I first saw him lying there with his face sheet white and his eyes closed, I thought he was dead. Then he opened his eyes, which for unknown reasons scared me even more. We went from there to the emergency room, where we spent countless hours, and he ended up in the hospital for 3 days and rehab for 2.5 weeks, and then was finally allowed to come home. Meanwhile, along the way, jump back to the emergency room. Apparently, when he fell, he had the forethought to, because he realized he couldn't move, and he decided that he couldn't move his body, his legs. He could move his arms all right. So he took off his watch, put it in the pocket of his coat, his jacket, and then got his wallet out of his pants and put that into his zipper pocket in the coat, in the jacket. Why the man had a wallet and a watch up on the roof, I don't know. But he did those things so that they wouldn't fall out when he would be taken to the emergency ward. And once there, and he's all settled in, and I finally got there, he said to me, "Take my jacket," because it was apparent he wasn't going to need it, and my wallet and my keys are in there, take it home. So I took that and his clothes home. I had brought in a bag to carry them, and so I put it in one of those fabric carrying bags and took them home. And we went from 3 days in the hospital and unfortunate things happening there to the rehab where better things happened, and finally to a point where he needed his wallet for something. I can't remember what. And he asked me to get it. And so I went to his jacket, where I knew it was, and I unzipped the zipper part of his jacket, and no wallet. No wallet. I know it was there, and I knew it was there because I had felt it in there when I put it in the bag. But no wallet. I began to panic immediately because, of course, it had been, by then, about 1.5 weeks, and you know everything that's in a wallet. So there was some issue, but I didn't know what to do. I just started looking in everything that had anything to do with me and the last 1.5 weeks. So I'm looking in my purse, look in my backpack, look around the bureaus, look in the drawers, any place where I thought I might have put something to keep it. Couldn't find it. And I hated to tell him about this. But of course, I had to. And so I said, when I went to visit him, I said, I can't find it. I can't find it. And so, of course, he went about then checking the credit card stuff online from his bed there in rehab, and everything was fine. He said, it hasn't been stolen, or maybe it's been lost, but it hasn't been stolen. And did you look here? Did you look there? All places I had looked. So finally, fast forward like another 1.5 weeks, and he's allowed to come home from rehab. And he's back at home with a wheelchair and a walker and all this other stuff, very uncomfortable. All the medicines has it insides all screwed up and whatnot. But beginning to be able to walk a bit on his own, so they let him come home. And on the first night that he woke up here, He got up and he said, "The wallet's in your backpack." And I said, "The wallet's not in my backpack," because in my frenzy, I had looked through it at least 3 times. And the wallet was not in my backpack. He said, "I had a dream. The wallet's in your backpack. It's on the very bottom. Look for it. It's there." Okay, just because I have to stop him from telling me it's there when I know it's not there, and I get out the backpack and I start taking everything out, literally physically taking it out, which I confess is a thing I hadn't done before. I just moved everything around. Son of a bitch. The wallet was in the bottom of the backpack, underneath a small zipper pouch that was flat and was covering the bottom of the backpack. I was terrifically happy that it was there, but really embarrassed, and I know I was flustered. I was simply not myself for a couple of weeks. I was lucky I remembered to eat anything. I was a mess, but apparently far more a mess than I knew. But thank heaven for my husband's step into another dimension to gather information that would help us both out. So very nice. Curiously, just a couple of days ago, we got a call from the credit card company saying that somebody had used our card to charge like $3,000 at a store, and we had to cancel the card. So kind of funny that it ended up just having to go away anyway. But interesting and fun, and life and sleep magic for real. Thanks for listening. Have some fun of your own. I hope your life is equally interesting. Well, not so interesting that people you know are falling off roofs. I don't wish that on anybody. But the good stuff. Thanks. Bye.